Pues siempre que empieza uno con un boxeador, siempre tiene uno la ilusión de llegar a un campeonato mundial, es la ilusión de todos, del boxeador, de uno como entrenador. Gracias a Dios pues se nos han dado las cosas y pues hemos llegado mucho más allá de donde la verdad habíamos pensado, pero ya ahorita en el lugar que estamos pues vamos a ir a buscar más cosas.
Los peleadores más grandes que ha habido en el boxeo siempre han tenido ese plus de ir a pelear a todo el mundo. Muhammad Ali lo hizo, peleadores de la talla de Floyd Mayweather también, que ya también fue a Japón, que donde quiera lo solicitan, o sea.
And I think Bud still got that fire in him, and I think Bud gonna give him a hard time. He's strong, athletic, and he's smart. So I think Bud can get him.
Canelo Alvarez's trainer, Eddie Reynoso, has shared his insights on the potential matchup between Canelo and Terence Crawford. He made a shocking and interesting prediction that could change how fans view the fight. Reynoso has one of the best fighter-trainer relationships in boxing, having been training Canelo Alvarez since he was barely 14 years old. From Guadalajara's early days to the stages of international championships, Reynoso has consistently remained by Canelo's side. In addition to teaching Canelo technique and strategy, he also instilled in him mental tenacity and discipline. Additionally, Canelo became one of the most talented and perceptive boxers of his generation under his tutelage. Their bond, which is based on a strong sense of loyalty, respect, and trust, extends beyond boxing. Canelo frequently acknowledges that Reynoso influenced the development of his character and career.
Ustedes y que lo vieran que está en perfectas condiciones para su pelea del 6 y que sus manos están sanas, así como vieron que estaba golpeando. Y pues estamos agradecidos con todos ustedes que siempre vienen a apoyarnos aquí a estar a salud.
Most importantly, according to Reynoso, Canelo will defeat Crawford via knockout regardless of the round. His total faith in Canelo's strength and finishing prowess was evident. Canelo will undoubtedly win the knockout according to Reynoso. His remarks have given the possible fight a lot more fervor.
Now, big fight September. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing against Crawford. What's your prediction?
Nos vamos a ganar por nocaut.
What round?
En el que sea, pero lo vamos a noquear esta vez.
What round did he say?
Whatever round, but they're gonna win by knockout.
He also underlined that even though Crawford is a competent fighter, his strength will not be sufficient to overcome Canelo's. Regardless of the round, he said confidently that Crawford would be knocked out. Canelo's strength and experience were cited by Reynoso as the decisive elements. The fervor surrounding the possible confrontation has intensified due to his strong prediction.
Great fighter, but Canelo the best.
Es un tremendo peleador. Crawford es un gran boxeador, muy completo, pero ese día van a ver otro Canelo. He's a great fighter. Crawford's a great fighter, but that day he's facing Canelo.
Furthermore, Canelo's transformation from a juvenile fighter to one of boxing's most renowned champions has been greatly aided by Eddie. The fighter's disciplined attitude and crisp technical technique were established by Reynoso, who began their partnership when Canelo was barely 14 years old. Reynoso systematically developed Canelo's skill set, making sure he was ready at every level of competition, from the fundamentals of footwork and defense to sophisticated counterpunching and ring IQ. Furthermore, over the years, Reynoso has taught Canelo how to punch with both power and precision. Under his guidance, Canelo learned to deliver shots that are not just strong but strategically placed. Reynoso focused on technique, timing, and body mechanics to maximize impact. Reynoso's influence is visible in Canelo's ability to read the ring, control the pace of a bout, and execute precise game plans. These are hallmarks of a fighter who has been molded with patience, vision, and tactical brilliance. Canelo's success in the ring can be attributed to Reynoso's training philosophy, which is seen in his skilled defense, potent combinations, and strategic movement. Canelo has frequently acknowledged that Reynoso helped shape him into the boxer he is today. What's more, their relationship is based on mutual respect, trust, and a desire for excellence that goes beyond that of a coach and combatant. Every significant accomplishment in Canelo's career bears Reynoso's fingerprints, demonstrating that he was more than just a trainer. He was the mastermind behind one of boxing's most complete champions. He had previously displayed his affection for Canelo by getting a tattoo of him on his arm.
Canelo es mi carta de presentación. Mi graduación.
Dijiste algo bien bonito que me tocó el corazón. Dijiste, me preguntaron por qué me tatué.
Sí, me preguntaban que por qué. Siempre creo que cuando te pones un tatuaje es algo que te identifica y te pones a la gente que tú realmente quieres, porque pues es algo para toda la vida. Yo no soy muy fanático de la gente que se tatúa y ahora se andan encimando otros porque no les quedan bien o porque ya no les gustan, o nombres que ya se los tienen que borrar. No, la verdad es cuando preparas a un niño desde los 13 años.
Canelo Alvarez has also frequently expressed his gratitude and admiration for his trainer, Eddie Reynoso. He frequently attributes his professional development and ascent to the top of the sport to Reynoso. After years of trust and commitment, Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso have a very deep friendship. Canelo has also assured his trainer that he will give it his all in the ring and do everything in his power to win. To demonstrate his intense dedication, he even declared that he would be willing to die in the ring. This stirring declaration illustrates Canelo's deep regard for Reynoso and their unshakable bond.
Jamás en mi vida te voy a fallar. Yo sé, cabrón. Ya te dije que si me ganan es porque son mejores que yo, me voy a morir en la pinche raya. La pinche raya, pa' huevo. No matter fucking what.
Moreover, Canelo has also publicly acknowledged his admiration for Reynoso and said he is fortunate to have him as a trainer. He takes pride in all that they have accomplished together over his career. Canelo attributes a large portion of his accomplishments to Reynoso's leadership and commitment. He also expressed his desire to continue to win under Reynoso's guidance.
Obviamente somos una familia, le tengo mucho respeto, estoy muy orgulloso de todo lo que ha hecho, de todo lo que ha logrado y yo me siento muy afortunado de tenerlo conmigo en mi vida personal, en mi vida.
Furthermore, speaking highly of Reynoso, Canelo has also described him as a unique individual who you might not see again. He talked about how much he adores Reynoso, highlighting their close bond. Their relationship has only gotten closer over time, and Canelo says they are even closer and more understanding of one another.
Es una persona que nunca te vas a encontrar en la vida y que te cuida, que te quiere, que es más el amor que cualquier otra cosa y en este campamento, aunque no me crean, pues hemos tenido todavía más unión, hemos estado más unidos, nos hemos conocido aún más, imagínate, después de tantos años todavía conocernos más y para mí Eddie es mucho más.
In addition to Eddie, numerous other boxing figures have also expressed their thoughts on this eagerly awaited matchup. Thanks to its high level of hype and superior matchup, the bout continues to make headlines in the boxing world. Both experts and fans are excited to watch how it plays out. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. predicted that Canelo Alvarez will win the fight, whether by knockout or decision, and believes he will emerge victorious on fight night. He said he was completely confident in Canelo's skills and poise. And his son, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., agreed, saying Canelo is looking focused and sharp in training camp and that a victory seems certain given the way he is preparing. Their combined support shows a strong belief in Canelo's chances in this crucial matchup.
Okay, Canelo Crawford, how does it end, champ?
Oh, Canelo.
Knockout or decision?
Oh my God, I believe it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good. Okay, what about your son, Chavez Jr., Julio against Jake
The
Paul?
win, the win. Vamos a ganarle ahí a Paul.
He's looking good in camp. Feliz, fuerte.
Feliz, feliz.
¿Cómo viste la pelea, champ? ¿Qué te pareció?
Another important figure, Tiger Johnson, also declared with assurance that Terence "Bud" Crawford will undoubtedly prevail in the bout. He noted that Canelo Alvarez has slowed down lately, which might be advantageous for Crawford. Crawford has now battled and defeated 4 legends in his career, Johnson added. He thinks this gives Crawford the advantage in momentum and experience.
Just announced Canelo against Crawford September 12th at Allegiant Stadium. Who wins that and why?
I got Bud for sure. I think Canelo's a hell of a fighter. I think he's gonna come to fight, but I think he slowed down a lot. He done fought legends in his prime, man. Floyd Mayweather, he 23, 24 years old, fighting Floyd and Shane Mosley and all these, you know what I'm saying? He fought a lot of legends at an early time, man. So he slowed down a lot, you know. And I think a lot of fights like Triple G, you know, a lot of those type fights, he, you know, that took a lot out of him.
Additionally, Crawford was also commended by Stephen Edwards, who emphasized the power of his mentality before the fight. Crawford is still in his prime, he said, if not physically, then certainly mentally. Edwards stressed that even a minor fall in the ring wouldn't stop him because he had such a focused mindset. He thinks that at this point in his career, Crawford stands out due to his mental tenacity.
Like Bud, I don't think he's probably in his physical prime at 37, right? But his mind is so sharp and so experienced and so adaptable and adjustable. He's still in his prime, even though he might not be in his physical prime. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of, great special fighters, little slip is not gonna hurt them.
Furthermore, Edwards also emphasized Crawford's extraordinary conditioning and stamina by pointing out that we've never seen him get fatigued in the ring. He made it clear that Crawford will be too much for Canelo if he can bear the weight. Additionally, Edwards noted that smaller fighters typically benefit more from their training and efforts, which give them a competitive advantage in terms of speed and agility.
With Crawford's conditioning, we never see him tired. If he can carry the weight, obviously that's always an issue, but if he can carry the weight, I just really think he's gonna be too much for Canelo. I think it's a bad style matchup, and in the gyms, nobody, casuals, will laugh at this, but the smaller fighter gets the better of the work the majority of the time.
Yeah.
In the gym, nobody believes that, but it's just the truth. You get an excellent welterweight in the gym, boxing the middleweight, the excellent welterweight usually, I say 6 or 7 out of 10 times, because just the agility, and then you got the big gloves on in the gym, and you got the headgear.
Most notably, Steven stated that although he may be mistaken, he thinks Crawford would prevail in the bout. He supported his prognosis by expressing faith in Crawford's character and general aptitude.
And I could be wrong. I just think Crawford's gonna win the fight.
And then you might have to get Caleb ready for Crawford. You know, you might have to.
I don't know.
Because you guys go for the top of the division, so we'll see.
I don't know how that will work, but see.
In addition, speaking about the match, Frank Stea also praised Crawford highly. He said he knew Crawford personally and called him a very unique talent. Stea claims that Crawford is a fighter who has fought for generations and possesses unique abilities and intellect in the arena. Additionally, he said that over the past 5 years, Crawford has most likely been the strongest fighter in terms of strength.
He's arguably pound for pound #1. I have him in a way kind of rotating depending on who's fighting. The most recent on who's #1, but Terence Crawford is a generational fighter, probably the best pound for pound fighter over the past 5 years.
He went on to stress that this bout is a real boxing mega event. He thinks the victor will establish himself as this generation's top fighter in addition to declaring triumph. Stea asserts that the stakes are too high for both guys. He believes that this bout epitomizes greatness in contemporary boxing.
I'm excited about it, and I think this is Bud's time to cement himself. I think this fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo will solidify the #1 fighter of this generation.
Moreover, Stea also made the intriguing and startling prediction that Crawford will prevail in the bout. Crawford is the boxer he personally wants to see win, he said. Stea is of the opinion that Crawford can win by stoppage or in an unexpected way. Crawford has the ability to silence Canelo in the ring, he stated with assurance.
I like Crawford. I like Crawford either by stoppage. I think he has the ability to make Canelo, overwhelm Canelo, make Canelo quit, maybe in the corner, maybe even stop him, maybe even shock us. It would be a shocker if he knocks Canelo out, but I think it's a possibility. But ultimately, Terence Bud Crawford, unanimous decision. I think it's going to be a much easier fight than people think.
While we move forward, according to Blair Cobbs' appraisal of the fight, Terence and Canelo are both extremely talented fighters. Crawford, according to him, was a strong puncher with ring IQ and precise technique. Cobbs, however, emphasized Canelo's physical advantages, describing him as a large man with broad shoulders and a powerful neck. He underlined that someone with Canelo's physique and toughness is difficult to harm. According to Cobbs, Crawford's strength could not be as effective against a naturally stronger opponent.
I love Terence Crawford and what he's doing, and his ring generalship, his abilities is great and great for boxing, and maybe he has a chance. I know that Crawford is a little bit taller, and he might be able to combat the bigness of somebody like Canelo. But remember, Canelo is very, very big. He has very big, broad shoulders, a very strong neck, and like it's not going to be easy to hurt somebody like Canelo Alvarez.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford is also putting in a lot of training in anticipation of facing Canelo Alvarez, the greatest test of his career. Crawford, who is well known for his diligence and discipline, is doing everything he can at camp. In order to adjust to the higher weight class, he is concentrating on strength, quickness, and endurance.
Any chance your kids become UFC champions? No. Why not? They don't pay you enough.
His group are meticulously formulating plans to offset Canelo's strength and expertise. Regardless of size disparities, Crawford is committed to making history and demonstrating his rightful place at the top. His commitment demonstrates that he is entering this battle with complete self-assurance and laser-like focus. In conclusion, with Canelo's trainer making a bold knockout prediction and several boxing figures offering contrasting views, the fight has fans split down the middle. Some back Canelo's power, others believe in Crawford's skill and mindset. Who do you think will win this epic clash? Share your thoughts in the comments.